Howdy ho, my name is Joe. Welcome back to my channel. I know I haven't done a video in a while. There's an explanation for that, but let's go ahead and dive into this video and talk about some of my recent reads. Hello there. If you are new here, my name is Joe and I am Fight and Read Like a Girl, where I do things bookish and polycystic ovarian syndrome related. So hi, how are you? If you are coming back, I am so happy you are here. I am so happy for your support. It means the world to me. So today we're going to be talking about some recent reads, but I do feel like I need to address this. The reason why I haven't done a video in a little while is because, so at the start of February, I ended up getting COVID. Unfortunately, I was sick for about a week, and I'm still kind of recovering from that, and it's been a long battle. I still don't feel 100%, so I'm hoping to definitely been feeling better lately, but we have a lot of books to talk about, and I only have a limited amount of time to do this. So let's dive in and get started. I have read 9 books so far in 2024. I'm a little bit behind on where I wanted to be, but that's totally okay. I'm currently working on 10, 11, and 12. So by the time I get those done, I will be looking good. Maybe I'm like on like 10, 11, 12, and 13. I don't know. I don't remember how many books I'm reading right now, but I'm reading a few. A lot of it's been on my Kindle. So we do have a lot of books to read or talk about from my Kindle. But yeah, first we have an audiobook that I'm going to go ahead and talk about. And I didn't actually give this a rating on Goodreads yet because I'm not sure what rating I want to give it. Okay, but that is The Housemaids' Secret by Fredia McFadden. This is the second book in that series, and wow, this one blew me away just as much as the first one did. And I don't know what it is about Fredia McFadden, but I am obsessed, and I definitely know I want to get the actual like physical copies of these books because they're just so good, and you know, I want to put them on my trophy shelf. You know, but I will definitely be reading more from this author. If I really think about it, I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. Yeah, 5 out of 5 stars. It has been a journey when it comes to Fredia McFadden. I'm even actually currently reading a Fredia McFadden book. So, yeah. It's one of my new favorite authors for sure. So next we have Shadow Guardians Unwanteds by Matthew Block. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail what this one is about, but this is the sequel to Shadow Guardians Seer by Matthew Block, which I read last year. And they ended up giving this 4 out of 5 stars. This is basically takes place just after the aftermath of Seer, and it is a middle grade. It is a middle grade, and it is just, this one was really good. I ended up giving it 4 out of 5 stars, and I would actually recommend these 2 books to anybody who needs a middle grade. And now Instagram and Facebook come back. How did you all survive that worldwide Facebook and Instagram thing down? Like, that was crazy, right? Right. Now, you know, it's all back and giving me notifications. Anyway, so the next one I have is, so next we have The Spiritual Warrior by Sandra Dunham. So this is actually a book that is from one of my local authors in the state of Maine. I ended up giving this 5 out of 5 stars. So this one is, you can find this on Amazon, and I will leave a link down to it below. This one was like about this boy who, like, it gets his, like, 12th birthday, and he receives a gift from a family member, and he has to go on this, like, quest of self-discovery. And this just, like, I don't know if it was, like, the vibes of, like, Maine or anything like that that was in it, but this one, like, hit a little bit close to home, and I feel like I've had a little bit of that spiritual journey, and this was just beautiful. I do recommend this one. It was 5 out of 5 stars for me. So good. I'm so happy I read this. I had all the feels. I really wish I could find it, but I do have a picture of it on the screen because the cover is really pretty. So next I have Declutter Your Home and Simplify Your Life. This was an Audible original by Sophie Largen. I didn't really fully care for this. I felt like it was kind of missing something, so I didn't give it a rating or anything like that because it wasn't nonfiction. But I don't know. I was not a fan of it at all. It was just, I feel like it didn't really help me. It was just gibberish. Not really gibberish. It was just, it didn't seem helpful at all. Okay, this really upsets me. I can't find any of the books that I have actual copies of. But this one's, it's okay. So next I have Page by Page by Laura Lee Gulledge. Hope I'm saying that right. This got 4 out of 5 stars from me. So this one was a graphic novel, kind of like a middle grade graphic novel. And it was kind of like a girl is adjusting from a, like, small town to, like, New York City. And she basically, like, writes everything out in her journal. She does drawings in her journal. She's a really good, what's the word? She draws really well. She draws very, very well. And it's just like her life adjusting to the new life that she has. This was so cute. I ended up reading this in like an hour and a half because it was so sweet and so simple to read. And I mean, if you are a graphic novel person, yes, I would definitely recommend this to you. This was super cute. So next, we have one of my favorite books of 2024 so far, and that is Heartstopper, Volume 5 by Oseman. I have loved my journey through the Heartstopper series, and I can't wait for number 6. I'm like loving Alice Oseman's writing so much. I even bought Radio Silence, but I haven't read it yet. So that's been a journey through these, and I end up giving this 5 out of 5 stars, I believe. Yeah, this was 5 out of 5 stars. Just, I can't get enough of this series. I'm so excited. Alright, next we have my first disappointment of 2024, and I wanted to like this book so much. I guess I was just, it was too hyped up for me, and maybe it was because I don't really care for like the stalking or like the obsessive like characters, and that's what this had. It was obsessive, and it was definitely like the obsessive like characters I don't really care for. But that is Haunting Adline by H.D. Carlton. Now, don't get me wrong, okay? The writing in here was beautiful. It was, I am a fan of H.D. Carlton when it comes to writing, but I ended up giving this 3 stars. I'm just not a fan of like the way this ended. I'm not a fan of how things played out. But maybe it was the stalking, maybe it was the obsessive behavior. The smut in it, oh my gosh, like, some of the smut had me on the edge of my seat, okay? I was all for it. It was beautiful, it was beautifully written, it was great. But just the obsession, oh my gosh, like, maybe this is a little bit of a spoiler, and I kind of hid this in my review, but the obsessive behavior and the stalking behavior until I get you to fall in love with me, I can't I can't do it. Like, I posted a TikTok about it, but it was like all that work that I did to read this book, and I ended up being disappointed. I ended up giving it 3 stars. I'm even thinking about dropping that down to 2 stars. Like, it was just, no, I couldn't do it. It was, no. Moving on so I don't say anything more bad about it, because I'm not dishing the author on that. Like, very good writing. I'm definitely going to be reading more from them in the future. But, yeah. Next we have Watch Your Back by Stacy Claflin. This was a Kindle Unlimited book, and this one, 4 out of 5 stars, because it was a little predictable. But this was a crime thriller, and there's, like, it basically is like you can't trust anybody kind of thing. And there's like a traumatic past, and like people like find their dream jobs, and all of a sudden like these things start happening and they don't know why. And it was a little predictable. That's why I didn't get it 5 stars. Like, in order for a crime thriller or like a psychological thriller to get a 5-star from me, it needs to be an ending that like I didn't see coming. I saw this one coming, and it was good. And I definitely feel like if you are into crime thrillers, or if you haven't read a lot of crime thriller, or if you want to get into crime thriller, Watch Your Back would be one for you. But somebody who reads a lot of crime thriller, I definitely saw that ending coming. And last but not least, we are going to talk about False Findings by J.C. Fuller. Now, I feel like I've talked about J.C. Fuller a lot. She did become one of my favorite authors in 2023. But False Findings, 5 out of 5 stars. Hands down, 5 out of 5 stars. Did not see that ending coming. But I feel like J.C. Fuller is like that. She writes an ending that you don't see coming. Like, I'm not going to go into detail because I don't want to give away some of the story from the other 2 books. But it's basically another case on Rockfish Island. And Rockfish Island is a made-up place, but I want to go to Rockfish Island. But then again, I don't want to go to Rockfish Island because I'm afraid of, like, the mystery and, like, the things that I will see that I shouldn't see. But then Rockfish Island just sounds so beautiful, and I just want to go there and experience it. But it's like a rock and a hard place, because J.C. Fuller has created such a beautiful in our world, if that makes sense, in our world. Like, it's set in our world, but it's a made-up place, and it's, I don't know how to explain that, but I think you get it. So when I think of Rockfish Island, though, I do think of Bar Harbor, like Bar Harbor, Maine. Like, it's just like that kind of island, like off the coast of Oregon. And False Findings, I did not see that coming. Holy crap. I can't wait to get to the 4th one. I think the 4th one is out. It's on Kindle Unlimited, or, like, I've been listening to the audiobooks when it comes to Rockfish Island, but I don't think Tall Pines is out yet. But anyway, but if you made it this far in this video, I know this is a really fast, rapid fire through recent reads, but I appreciate you watching. If you made it this far, every book that I mentioned is listed down below, so you can go check them out for yourself. And I will hope that you hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already, to join this cute little community. I have some big news coming relatively soon, and we're going to be talking about some PCOS here at some point soon as well. So you don't want to miss that. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!